If you drive past a car dealership right now, it'll be completely full. Even their overflow lot will be completely full with so many cars they don't know what to do with them. And it's funny because that same dealership was completely empty just a few years ago and probably was doing market adjustments and all this crazy stuff. And some dealerships still do market adjustments today, even with a full lot of vehicles. There's no reason to ever do that, but especially now. But $1,000 payments are becoming more normal than ever because these vehicles are so dang expensive. Most brands got rid of building cheaper vehicles, especially the domestics. They just want to sell expensive trucks and SUVs. And you can go to Ford, General Motors, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. You will see $100,000+ vehicles. And it just shouldn't be like that, but all these companies prioritize selling less vehicles to make more money. The United States is not selling more cars than they did in the past. They're selling less cars overall. But dealerships and manufacturers both are making more money per vehicle. And people don't understand how bad the dealership screws you over. All they do is add all their profit onto the deal and you're just trying to buy a car. If you don't go out and get your own financing and you go through the dealership and they get you approved through a bank, so they might show you 7% even though you actually got approved for 5% and they get the difference and they get the money from that. It's a scummy thing they don't have to disclose and banks are with them. It's bad. On top of all the other things that dealerships do to try to screw you over, selling nitrogen-filled tires for $500-600, wheel locks $700, all sorts of crazy things they do. And unfortunately, you can't buy directly from the manufacturer because there's something called franchise laws. The dealership literally has laws in place, so General Motors, Ford, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, these are all brands that will never sell directly to the public. They have to go through the middleman because of franchise laws and NADA. They are not playing around. And people will say, well, they have the service department, this and that, and I think there could be a world where we have both direct-to-manufacturer sales and dealerships if the dealership can stay open. But having mechanic shops are easy. The manufacturer can have that as well. And for most people, it's better to go directly to the manufacturer because all dealerships do is add their additional profit on top of the manufacturer who's already asking the top. But with dealerships, it's all about hiding, sneaking, and adding it in the payment. They're not disclosing the price up front most of the time. They're always sneaky and doing slimy things that nobody likes, and it's just so bad going through a finance department. Who knows what they're going to add or say to you? You have to double check all paperwork. You cannot just trust a dealership in 2025. And finally, they're getting a taste of their own medicine because so many people are upside down right now. Over $7,000 is just the average. So there's plenty of people that want to go buy these new cars, even at the inflated prices, because if they can get approved, they don't care. 84 months, who cares? And so they go in the dealership, but they can't get approved because there's so much negative equity. The dealership screwed them over so bad in 2021, 2022. They're stuck in that car. They can't get out of it. So less people are trading in. There's less trade-ins. There's all this stuff going on right now. So dealerships are really going to feel it, and banks are starting to tighten up. Their loan loss provisions are increasing because repo rates are the highest in over a decade, since 2009. So it's a bad situation for dealers and manufacturers to be in because people can't afford the vehicles they're selling. And the only way they can afford it is 84+ month financing, and that's what they're having to give. But repo rates are so high and negative equity is higher than ever. And a lot of it's because the dealership screwed them over so bad when they bought their last vehicle with the market adjustment. And think about all the people who are quote unquote lucky when they got the vehicle at MSRP. 2020, 21, 22, 23, all these people were buying vehicles at MSRP or over MSRP. That never happened in the past. You always got under MSRP on new cars, but that all changed when inventory went down. People were literally walking in wanting to pay over MSRP or saying, please let me pay MSRP. And now those same dealerships are offering discounts. They can't sell any of their vehicles over MSRP or at MSRP because no one's doing that anymore. But again, a few dealerships still try to do it till today. I'll see a market adjustment on maybe a Raptor or Specialty Edition TRD Pro or something like that. It's just crazy because it's still sitting there, so obviously it's not selling. And people are getting smarter when it comes to car negotiation. It's all online. They don't trust the dealership up front. They're watching videos to learn to negotiate and not just let the dealership just take advantage. You can't just go down to your local dealership. You have to call around, go to 10 different dealerships, possibly even go out of state to get the best deal. You can't just go down the street nowadays. And people are just tired of it. They hate the process of buying a car, dealing with the salesperson, the finance, the whole deal. sale, and then you know if you buy a new vehicle, you're probably going to have to take it in for some sort of issue because the quality of these new vehicles is lower than ever. So that's the thing. People just have to stop buying this overpriced junk, and that's how we're really going to teach these dealerships and manufacturers a lesson. It's funny that they're all trying to sell $80, $90, $100,000 vehicles thinking that's the norm. Let me know what you think. Have a great day and stay blessed.